Right here, Chris.
Thanks for lying for me in there.
Ada? You wait till the bus comes, I'll drive you home.
Thanks, Stephen. I think I'll walk. I need the fresh air.
Chris, she didn't lie for you. She just didn't press charges.
That's right, I forgot. You're the one who did the lying.
Chris, they were just trying to help you.
Before, it was always Lee who helped me, guided me through the obstacle courses, ran interference for me. Well, how far does that bus go?
Boston, New York, on through to Los Angeles?
Non-stop to the promised land, huh?
I'll send you your clothes as soon as you're settled.
Sandy, you can give my law books to some poor scholarship slob.
Chris.
Let's face it, I would have made a lousy lawyer anyway.
Don't say that.
Besides, the Bar Association frowns on lawyers who attempt to commit murder, even if it is hushed up. Narrow-minded of them, don't you think, Stephen?
A bit.
I would thank you for that bus ticket, but I'd be lying. And we've had enough of that for one night.
Oh, Chris, let's just say that...
Let's just say nothing, Stephen. Let's just say that right now I feel a bit too bitter to be grateful. But it's a long way to the Blue Pacific. Maybe somewhere around Kansas, I'll breathe a word of thanks in your direction.
I'll settle for a postcard once in a while.
You know, I'm not sorry, Stephen. I'm not sorry that I tried to execute Lee, only that I failed.
I'm not going to give you any corridor advice, Chris.
Well, I can thank you for that.
It's your hang-up. Even if you had 100 willing helpers, you'd have to climb down by yourself.
But I've always been afraid of heights.
Well, it's almost time. You want to walk him outside? The bus stops right in front.
Stephen, you couldn't conjure up a spare ticket, could you?
Only if Sandy wanted it.
No, not yet, Chris. I'm not afraid of Lee anymore. Anyway, one of these days you'll find me camping on your doorstep.
Sure.
Let's go.
Stephen, I hope I didn't smear you too much with my dirt.
Nothing they won't wash off?
Well, don't take any wooden clients.
Chris, what are you going to do in California?
Well, haven't you heard? They dig the weird, the offbeat, the way out. What could be more way out than a blind piano player who doesn't wear dark glasses? There's the bus horn.
Chris.
Sandy, I don't want to leave. I don't want to tuck my cane between my legs and leave you alone with that murdering brother of mine.
I know. But you can't stay. He would sit on you so hard you couldn't get up.
And that goes double for you. We both know that. Sis, I hope Rodney's worth it.
I can't help it. Will you write me where you are?
Sure. As soon as I know where that is.
I've made reservations for you at the inn. In room waiting for you. We'll talk in the morning.
If it ever comes.
It always comes, Sandy.
Lord. What'd you do with my brother? Where'd you pack him off to, man?
Were You can't get at him. You're taking a lot on your own, Cord.
You suckered me into playing target, taking a bullet that was meant for you. And you know something, Lee? I'm glad I played stand-in for you. You can't die yet. I won't let you, because you killed Ann. You killed my sister, and I'm gonna see you pay for it.
No luggage?
Oh, well, I didn't have time to pack. I didn't know I was coming here.
Lady, have to have luggage to check in?
Oh, no, I was just asking.
Why don't you get Mrs. Weber's room key for her?
Rod.
Life goes on, Sandy. Death, taxes, and auto repairs. My father lives here. I came by to pick up his car. Okay, Sandy, now you have no luggage and you have no husband. What are you doing here?
You were at the garage? Did you hear the shot?
No, I was at Ada Jack's.
I can't go back to Lee. He knows that I'm the one that helped Chris get away from him, so Mr. Cord suggested I spend the night here.
Well, for once, Mr. Cord had the right idea.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me how I was going to make it through the night alone, sitting up there staring at four walls.
Hey, may I make a suggestion?
Wish you would.
Force yourself. Now, if Lee comes looking for you again, you're going to be glad they built this old barn with big, strong doors.
Well, thanks a lot, but right now I'm going out.
Why?
Well, if it's any of your business, I need a toothbrush.
Sandy, wait a minute. Now, do you have any idea what time it is? You'd have to walk clear across town to find an all-night drugstore. I can't let you run that risk.
Then will you do something for me?
Well, of course. Or should I say what?
Will you, stay with me?
You should have said what?
Rod, I'm not cooking up anything. I just don't want to be alone, not tonight. We can sit in the lobby.
And if your husband finds us sitting in the lobby?
Is it Lee you're afraid of, or is it me?
The man is your husband, Sandy.
Well, I can't argue that, can I?
Wait a minute. Excuse me, but, do you know who Lee Weber is?
Yes. Mr. Cord told me not to let him up to Mrs. Weber's room.
Now, did you hear that, Sandy? You go up to your room and you stay there. If you need anything, phone down. This nice man will take care of it. He'll send somebody out for it.
Thanks a lot. You're really putting yourself out for me, aren't you?
There's just one other thing, Mr. Harrington. If the police can't get here too quickly, you can't keep a man from his wife. You know what I mean?
You mean you can't? Maybe I can.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
I'll give you the names of a couple of attorneys that can help you.
And you won't do it.
No. You've got your position in the mill, Leslie. Don't expect anything more from me.
You understand what I'm saying to you, Martin, and you know I mean it.
Have you really been that unhappy practicing here?
It's just that in New York, they have so much money available for research.
And in New York, there are more places to hide.